coming into bowl to Ramesh Raja.
It's wafted straight down the ground. And he's driving at the pitch of that delivery and picked up 3 runs. He's struggling. Safely home. It's no wicket for 4. He's out, trying to work it on the onside. The ball stops, flies to Moody in the gully. Ramesh Raja out for 3. It's 1 for 4.
An indication there that the ball is not coming on anywhere near as much as it was in Adelaide. Ramesh was able to whip those deliveries away in Adelaide, put them through the onside field for 4. But he looked dejectedly at the bat as he walked off. Pakistan 1 for 4.
Suddenly Malik batting at number 3 for Pakistan. Saeed Anwar goes for it and gets it. Beautifully driven through the covers. The outfield's fast. And that's 4. Well, that's the way he should play. He's in great touch.
He really looked like he got down the track to get that ball. He has taken a very good pace forward. And that's the confidence you expect to see from a man in form.
It's gone for him. Got it over mid-off. That's 4 more. My word, Saeed Anwar having a wonderful series. Really giving Pakistan the opportunity to get away to a quick start.
Plenty of wrist work in that shot. It was well hit. It was a good 30 metres over the circle.
Oh, he's got the charge. He's got it away. He's going to race away for 4 over cover. One gets the feeling that the Pakistan top order is not going to be tied down in the first 15 overs. Charge Terry Alderman and slashed him over cover when the ball was short of a good length.
Alderman saw him coming, banged it in short, and that was the mistake that Terry Alderman made. But a lot of credit must go to the batsman there, because he's changed the length and then a very good eye to change his shot. He was probably looking for the drive originally.
Oh, that's a massive hit. That's a big one up on top of the stand, is it? My goodness gracious me, that is huge. That's the biggest hit I think we've seen this summer. It's a monster.
Touch of Superman about this shot. That one has almost gone into orbit. The trajectory of this had no right to hit that behind square leg. Pitched around off stump, and that one has taken off. I was about to say before, the sound of the ball on the bat of this man is a delight to listen to. It's a good indicator of how much form he's in. A sense of timing, really the ability to make a selection to hit that shot. What will Alderman's comeback be?
It should be out, and isn't. Just took a little while to pick that one up, Dean Jones, and they get 2 for it. Can't afford to drop him. Just took a fraction of time to turn, Dean Jones. I think he thought it might have been going a little bit further.
Well, Alderman let that one go a little quicker. Didn't bounce too much. Held up on the pitch. And Dean Jones, perhaps a lesser man, wouldn't have got near that. A very athletic cricketer, Dean Jones.
That's a magnificent square drive. Over pitch from Terry Alderman, a fraction wide, and beautifully timed by Salim Malik.
Magnificent down on one knee. Just waiting a little later on the ball to hit the face of the bat rather than getting straight to the pitch of it. Just wait a little while, open up the angle of the bat, hit past point. Not a very easy shot to play. 50 off 63 balls and more runs. Almost a repeat shot there. So 2 poundies in succession against Alderman. Terry Alderman in his 6th over. He's taken a wicket, but 25 runs have come.
Well, in Adelaide, when Pakistan made that mammoth 315 against Sri Lanka, they brought up their first 50 in 64 deliveries. Today they've done it in 63. Change in the bowling now. Greg Campbell will replace Carl Rackerman. Oh, that's good batting. Just on about off stump, and he's picked it up and whipped it over mid-wicket to yet another boundary. Dangerous, dangerous man.
I can say for all those young fellas that have aspirations of playing cricket at the highest possible level, this is not necessarily the way to play.
Four more. Great shot. Great shot. Now he's picking the place where he wants to hit it. It's anywhere near off stump. He's not bothering to go straight because the man down there at deep mid-off will field it. He just rolls the wrists a little bit and whacks it away wide of mid-on. Well, there's no one. That's good batting.
Look at this. He gets the length he wants. In other words, he gets that to a half volley, sees a big area wide of mid-on.
Oh, what a shot. Pick the bones out of that one, boys. He has square driven that at many a mile an hour.
Well, every summer we see a little gem of an innings. I thought we were privileged to see that innings in Adelaide. Magnificent century by this young fella. He now believes that he is really a class player. There's no doubt about that. Here's the master out there at the moment.
That could be out and is out. Safely caught at mid-on by Stephen Waugh. So the end of Saeed Anwar for a brilliant 43.
It only takes one ball to take a wicket. No matter how well a man's playing, you've got to believe that the next delivery you bowl, you can take a wicket. Greg Campbell has done that. He's put it up, and he's basically let the batsman get himself out. He's had success over the top, over the infield, over the fence, into the boundary, but this time, falling short, a sparkling 43 in just 36 deliveries. Steve Waugh took the catch, and Pakistan are 2 for 74.
Imran Khan.
It's going to be close to 4, the outfield lightning fast. The Sydney Cricket Ground in excellent condition after the heavy rain. And batsmen getting great value for their shots. That was nicely played. Campbell just straying a fraction towards leg stump. Beautifully played. Simon O'Donnell into the attack from the Randwick end. It's hit well over cover point. Inman using his feet and hitting on the up. Glorious shot.
He was on his way before the ball left O'Donnell's hand.
Peter Taylor, who's done a good job all season for Australia. And a chance for Moody. No, he won't get to that. The hand coming off the bat as Salim Malik went for the lofted shot over mid-wicket.
Well, maybe their perspiration, maybe the grip's a little smooth. But certainly he didn't get the power that he wanted from that shot. I'm sure it may have gone much further. Could have brought him undone. So that's the 50, Salim Malik. Fine half century, and Pakistan are 2 for 116.
Alan Border coming into the attack at the Paddington end. Imran Khan is on 24. Salim Malik 56 in the commentary position now. Rodney Marsh and Richie Benaud.
We'll see him, and we've just come in at the right moment. It's gone a long way back. Gave that some tremendous hammer.
Only a little hit, Richie, in comparison with the other one we've seen today.
Great shot. Beautiful stroke. Power and placement. He beat Campbell. Had him one stride short.
So he attempted this stroke in the last over. It was hit on the pad, but this time watched the ball a little bit more closely onto the bat and hit it with blistering power. That's magnificently placed as well. Not the power this time, but the placement. Perfect. And 3 more. And guarantee you Alan Border would be not as confident about this one-day series as he possibly was 2 weeks ago. I mean that Pakistan and Australia will play off in the finals. But once you get out there, even though the game doesn't have that much meaning, you still get upset if you're playing badly. Out.
Not as upset as the batsman's going to be there. That's Salim Malik. And he won't be happy. His skipper will be even less happy, but the opposition number, AR Border, will be quite delighted by that.
And although Carl Rackerman took the wicket, much of the credit must go to Alan Border, who off the last ball of that over, the previous over, saved a certain single with a magnificent piece of fielding. Tom Moody takes his second catch for the innings. Salim Malik on his way for a very well-made 67 off 85 deliveries. Pakistan now 3 for 161.
The new batsman is Ijaz Ahmed.
That would have been suicidal, but now they get the single. Imran trying to get the strike, I think, made a bit of a mental mistake there. It's 3 for 174, and that brings up Imran's 50. Ijaz could be caught by Steve Waugh. Yes, easily taken in the end. Ijaz really not batting too well at all tonight, or this afternoon. Didn't find his timing at all.
That was a poor shot. Really, as Ian Chappell says, hardly timed the ball in the middle of the bat and tried to slog Simon O'Donnell. No need to do that. You haven't reached double figures. Head was up in the air, and Stephen Waugh doesn't miss many. Took a straightforward catch at mid-off. That's a valuable wicket for Australia. Pakistan 4 for 176. Easy.
Salim Yusuf, the new batsman. Big shout, and umpire McConnell has given Salim Yusuf out LBW. So Simon O'Donnell striking again for Australia.
Tried to sweep that. And hit somewhere forward of square leg. Comes forward. Well, I don't know about that. It's a very dicey one, I felt. But he's out. That's all that matters in the scorebook for 5. And it's 5 for 184.
Amir Malik. He's now been brought back into the side with Javed resting. Oh, he's in trouble. Now they get a run out of it. Steve Waugh was the fielder, and he doesn't miss too often.
Well, today they couldn't catch a cold as far as hitting the stumps. The Australians have had 3 or 4 opportunities from close in when there hasn't been a lot of pressure on the fieldsman. Steve Waugh was in quickly, as was Alan Border earlier on his right hand. Look at that. Could almost beat him there by running and missed it by about a metre.
Slower ball and almost a caught and bowled. And what a good one that would have been.
Simon O'Donnell, he really was a schoolboy prodigy. Tremendous athlete. Played Aussie rules football, athletics, and some of that ability is needed to be able to get a hand to a catch like that. Have a look at this. Our stump cam should give us a tremendous view of the way it looks from somewhere around about the eye line of Simon O'Donnell. That's the sort of view. Obviously, it happens so much quicker when you're out there. Reflex catch.
Well, it's a slower one again, but this time Amir Malik's picked it up and dispatched it to the mid-wicket fence for 4. After 44, Pakistan 5 for 196. It's time for Terry Alderman to come back into the attack. Well, Imran has hit that one deep. Mark Taylor won't drop it. Great pair of hands. He just doesn't drop catches, this young man.
Well, Imran Khan, I guess at the back of his mind was, here's a bowler coming back in. It'd be just a little tight in the muscles. I'll try and send him off with a big hello. Didn't quite get to the pitch of the ball. Didn't come onto the bat. Could only go in the air. And in the finish, it was a pretty simple catch by Taylor. So Imran Khan, yet another superb half-century. Pakistan are now 6th for 196, and Imran Khan made 56.
Young Mushtaq Ahmed is the next man in. It's played very well down to Simon O'Donnell at fine leg. Very well placed for 2. Pakistan's 200 runs coming up from 275 deliveries. Greg Campbell will bowl 2 overs. Bowled in. The delivery, Greg Campbell.
Well, that's what the crowd love to hear. The timber's upset, the bails are on the ground. And another batsman departs for the pavilion. I've gone out in sympathy with the young fella. Over they go. And there could be a little damage there to stump cam. It's probably upset the focus.
Might have upset a bit more than the focus, I think. Might have completely destroyed it. Now, is that insured? The question must be asked.
Well, it's in a very ordinary state of disarray. That's the view, and over she goes. Still a wobble. Off comes the plastic screen. A little lipstick camera in behind that. And there's the repairman. Down she comes. Well, we've been waiting all summer for this to happen, Rodney. It was bound to happen.
Pakistan 7 for 207. That's beautifully played by Mushtaq. Beautifully placed. And he's dropped his bat, which means they can only get 2. A beautiful throw from Simon O'Donnell.
Well, today really has been packed full of incident. Good shot, this one, from Mushtaq. In fact, he looks better than his average of 11. He's not too sure whether he goes back, taps the fingers, and away he goes. The dash for 22 yards. In the finish, he does it comfortably.
Oh, it must be a run out. Now, which one were you going to take off, Alan? The closest one. A mix-up, and Waqar Younis is on his way back to the pavilion.
Yeah, this come about from inexperience. Mushtaq Ahmed, yes, no, wait, and then it's a very big sorry. They'll talk about it later. Alan Border not using too much energy in lifting the bail there. So, 2 teenagers. Really, it was the call for Mushtaq. He turned his back and left his mate stranded. So Waqar Younis is out. Pakistan have lost their 8th wicket with the total at 218.
It was a very good performance from the Australians to keep Pakistan down to that total. It looked at one stage as though they might race away to something around about 270 or 280. The card of the innings there after Imran won the toss and decided to bat 8 for 220. Lovely innings from Syed Anwar at the start, 43 he made, then Salim Malik 67. Imran himself again in tremendous form. He's been very consistent, 8 for 220, and the Australian bowling figures A good performance from Peter Taylor, I thought, 7 overs for 28, but the outstanding effort from Simon O'Donnell, 10 overs, no maiden, 2 for 32. In all, though, it was a great performance from the Australian team to keep Pakistan down to that point. 221 to win at 4.51 per over, just 49 overs for the Australians, and they're not going to find it all that easy out there, even though Wasim Akram is not playing.